Okay, welcome to part three. In part three, we will be talking about filing statuses. And when you're filing a tax return, you must choose what filing status applies to your client. That falls under five filing statuses that I'm going to go over. We have single, married filing jointly, married filing separately, head of household, qualifying widow with dependent child. So the first one is single. Normally, this status is for taxpayers who aren't married or who are divorced or legally separated under the state law. Single is a person you could have a child, you can have a child, but you're unmarried. And single is also the safest way to go for a filing status. We're going to get more into head of household in a moment. Married filing jointly. If the taxpayer is married, they can file a joint tax return if a spouse died. It says 2016, but 2020, 2021, 2022. The widowed spouse can often file a joint return for that year. Married filing separately, a married couple can choose to file two separate tax returns. This may benefit them if it results in less tax owed. Then they file a joint return. So, with that being said, why would somebody file separately? They may have tax debt, they may have child support. You don't want to take on who you're married to's debt, so they may do married filing separately. Also, head of household, in most cases, this status applies to a taxpayer who is not married, but there are some special rules. For example, the taxpayer must have paid more than half the cost of keeping up a home for themselves and a qualified person. Don't choose this status by mistake. Be sure to check all the rules, because if you choose this status of being head of household and someone else claims head of household, guess what? You're going to get audited. And we want to prevent our clients from being audited. Um, you will need, well, your name will need to be on the mortgage, rent, the bill must be in their name. Again, if they get audited, those are the things the IRS is going to want them to provide to determine if they are the head of the address. You must have a dependent to go head a household. Again, only one person. I can't stress this enough because we don't want our clients to get audited. Only one person can file for head of household at that address, because if two people file head of household at the same address, that's where the audit comes in. They want to figure out which one is telling the truth. So this concludes our filing status. I will see you in part four.